Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another 1v1 domination match on Warhammer 3. This time it is another game that I played, well, not too long ago. I've gone bringing my KHORNE warriors. It's one of my favourite factions. I don't know, I just always enjoy playing KHORNE. It's all about that, you know, rage and fueled fighting. And my opponent is, of course, TZEENTCH. Let's get to the building, the army compositions. So today I am bringing, of course, a standard Exalted Bloodthirster. This guy is a beast. He has access to Bloodthirst for that speed and charge, speed/bonuses. I brought this because I felt like I would need the extra speed to get onto the TZEENTCH forces. Bellow of Fury, I kind of forgot to turn this off, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I even used it, to be honest. And Burning Rage. My forces are 2 units of Chaos Warriors of KHORNE and 2 Cultists of KHORNE. This is a very staple build for KHORNE to start off with. I kind of mix and match. Sometimes I have Halberds, sometimes I have Chaos Warriors, depending on whom I'm fighting. But yeah, I just brought some standard Chaos Warriors and Cultists for those Bloodthirsters. I do have some Hounds, some Flesh Hounds, and some Chaos Warhounds behind this building here. I did move them around just in case the TZEENTCH forces come around here and try and set up their forces. But the TZEENTCH forces himself, they are bringing a Kairos Fate Weaver, a really annoying Lord of Change. He has access to Oracle of Eternity, which is the damage resistance, Gaze of Fate, which is the it stops my unit from moving, and melee attack. He does have Void Pendulum. And then he has Scroll of Destiny. Doesn't look like he actually removed any of stuff. He just have everything. Regrowth. And then he has the Penumbral Pendulum, which is such a deadly thing for us. And you'll see very soon why I'm quite scared of it. His forces are a unit of Forsaken, and then some Blue Horrors, some 2 units of Blood. No, 1, 2. That is 1 unit of Blue Horrors, 2 units of Pink Horrors, and another unit of Blue Horrors, and another unit of Forsaken upside. So mix and match of infantry as well. It's got some Chaos Furies in the back. Alright, so let's get this party all started. This party started. So my Bloodthirster is going to go towards Kairos. Kairos thinking better off walking away. So yes, he does. In my reinforcements, we'll have a look in a little bit, but I do have a lot of Furies as my reinforcements because I felt like I need that air dominance. With TZEENTCH, I have a lot of fast attack with like my Flesh Hounds and my Chaos Warhounds. So here comes the first Penumbral Pendulum. That is a mouthful. Cuts right through my first unit of Chaos Warriors. Does catch the second one a bit, but not too bad so far. Kind of just dancing about each other right now. So that's that. So just, as I said, I'm kind of lingering around the mid. To be honest, in hindsight, I probably should have split my forces up, considering he's got the Penumbral Pendulum. I was streaming this game, so in my defense, I was slightly distracted with the interaction with chat. Of course, I don't recommend distracting yourself while playing this game. I'm also not the best. That's it. So yeah, we do have the Warriors moving on up to the mid to try and hold that. I don't really have anything else going on. I've got the Chaos Warrior Hounds, Chaos Hounds, not Warrior Hounds, coming around the building now to make themselves known. They do have the Forsaken and the Blue Horrors here. I do spawning a unit of Skull Crushers because nothing has happened or nothing's been spawned so far. So I do bring in the big boys here. So they're going to go straight for those Forsaken that are trying to move up onto the right. Now we've got opening fire from the Pink Horrors onto my Warriors. They are getting quite peppered right now by those Horrors. So we're going to bring up the Cultists. So these are just tanking the really. Probably should have sent them back maybe. Sending the Cultists, they're going to take quite a big shot from the Blue Horrors. But we're going to try and spawn in our Chaos Gate of KHORNE, so we can get the Bloodletters in onto the enemy. We do move back a Bloodletter or Bloodthirster rather, so because they did switch targets onto him. So here comes the Bloodletters on to target the Blue Horrors. We do have the Skull Crushers fighting the Forsaken. See, TZEENTCH's problem right now, or rather my problem for going against TZEENTCH, is this overshield. So they're just firing in combat as well. It's quite strong. The Blue Horrors are one of the best units in the game, in my opinion. We do have some Chaos Warhounds going into the back of the Blue Horse to try and cancel out their backline shooting, because they're so spread out, the formation's so spread out, they can fire while they're in melee. But with the backline getting detached now by these Chaos Warhounds, they can no longer, well, not really efficiently shoot. We do have more units coming on in though. In the meanwhile, we do have some Chaos Furies of TZEENTCH coming out, as well as a unit of Flamers of TZEENTCH. We do have our Exotic Bloodthirsters fighting Kairos' Fate Weaver currently. I'm just going to send whatever's left of my Chaos Warriors into the meat grinder. We do have more Flesh Hounds of KHORNE coming out from the right side to deal with the Forsaken, help with these Skull Crushers maybe. Here they come. There we go, nice little flank onto the Forsaken. In the meanwhile, we do have some Spawn of TZEENTCH on the right side, or the left side flag. See, this I kind of just ignored. They're invulnerable, so I was just thinking, there's no point fighting them. They're just going to bog me down. We don't need all flags. We don't want all flags. We do have our Chaos Warhounds being broken by the Chaos Furies, so I bring in my own Chaos Furies to try and deal with this engagement here. So we got, again, the Bloodthirster trying to deal with Kairos, because he's just kind of being really annoying. But there is a kind of jankiness with flying creatures fighting each other in the air, so, you know, a bit janky. More Chaos Furies coming on in. The Blue Horrors have been taken out by the thing. We do have by the Chaos Warriors. We do have Bloodshrine coming in as well to try and deal with Pink Horrors with the Cultists. They're going to try and disrupt them, but again, they're kind of getting fired on while this is happening. The Flamers of TZEENTCH open fire onto the Chaos Warriors. A lot of damage there. Slow it down a little bit to try and get an overview on what's happening. So the right side flank, the Chaos Warriors with the Skull Crushers have defeated the Forsaken. I have trying to take this objective. In the meanwhile, Kairos Fate Weaver is getting chased by my Furies, while the Bloodthirster deals with the Chaos Furies of TZEENTCH. And in the mid, my Chaos Warriors were taken out by the reinforcing Pink Horrors and such. The Flamers of TZEENTCH opened fire onto my Cultists, while the Blood Shrine kind of deal a lot of damage through the Pink Shrine, but they are getting peppered by what the secondary squad. We do have more reinforcements, and what is this? More Flesh Hounds. As I said, I really want those fast attack units to counter these Pink Horrors and such. So they are winning this engagement on the right side, and now the Spawn of TZEENTCH moving on to the centre now that they've captured the left side. The KHORNE Horror is actually doing quite a bit of damage to Cairo, trying to make sure that he doesn't get his shield back up. Kind of engagement slowly kind of finishing up right now. As you can see, I am behind in points, but I'm not too worried about that. I don't mind this, because it means that I will be starting getting more victory points, or rather supply points. So now Spawn have gone into the centre of the map. The Flamers are opening fire, but they're already running out of ammo. They've only got, I guess they've got 60 kills. That's not bad actually. But my Bloodthirster has now jumped onto the Flames of TZEENTCH. We got more Flesh Hounds coming on in the centre. They're going to go straight towards the centre, it looks like. I don't know if they're going for the Spawn of TZEENTCH or not. The Furies are getting popped by the Pink Horrors finally, but doing some decent damage to Kairos. Big Kairos blast onto the forces over here. A bit of a bad blob from me in that engagement. So he does spawn in his second Lord of Change. So yes, this guy goes for 2 Lord of Changes here. Very surprising. So I just go and bring my Exalted Bloodthirsters after he's dealt with the Flamers straight to them. In the meanwhile, in this engagement, the Flesh Hounds are losing to the Spawn of TZEENTCH, but kind of keeping some forces on the mid. We do have a second lot of Flesh Hounds coming on to try and deal with the Spawn. These are just cheap units. I'm just sending them in right now, and then I do send the Cultists towards them. So the Bloodthirsters are doing some good damage up to the Lord of Change. And this Lord of Change actually, if we take a look, this Lord of Change has access to Pink Fire of TZEENTCH, Blue Fire of TZEENTCH, and the Fires of Change. So those remaining Flesh Hounds go straight onto those Pink Horrors, as the Skull Crusher did as well, but they did get routed. We do have an AFK unit of Chaos Warhounds here. This is my bad. I was I guess, preoccupied elsewhere. I should be a bit more proactive with this unit. We have more Chaos Furies coming on in to try and deal with the Kairos of Fate Weaver. We did have a second lot already attacking them. Kairos of Fate Weaver quite low right now. And my Exotic Bloodthirst is getting swarmed now by other Chaos Furies of TZEENTCH, so probably should have backed him up a bit sooner. So we're both jumping on it. But instead of actually going for a Bloodthirst here, he is going straight for this engagement to try and save Kairos, it looks like. I have another set of Chaos Furies to try and deal with these blue horrors. I do spawning a lot of these Furies this game. So I'm kind of catching up on points now. A lot of AFK units over here. Because I think they killed the blue horrors. So I'm getting a little bit lazy. Granted, again, I was kind of like, it was after like a 4-hour stream or such. I was like coming to the end of a 4-hour stream, so I was a bit tired as well. But still, I need to be a bit more proactive there. But the Bloodthirst is now dying. After losing that engagement, the blue horrors take out my red horrors, or my KHORNE horrors rather. I do spawning some more flesh hounds to deal with this point here. The Fury did get taken out by the blue horrors, but we do have the unit of flesh hounds to deal with the blue horrors again, and then the second unit coming on him. Cultists are kind of holding their own here in the center. I'm going to lose my Bloodthirst, but we did a lot of damage to both lords. Yep, there it goes, gets taken out. So I do send these guys to deal with these Forsaken, just in case they do move on to the point. They're kind of low anyway. I probably should have just like spawned like, yeah, just sent them back. I may have been doing this actually. Send them back so I didn't have to pay, so they could replenish. And there you go though. So, yeah. Not looking like overall too bad for me. I am going ahead in points now. I'm taking all 3 points. Because I had a little bit of an advantage of score for a little bit. So now I'm just like spawning as much as I can. There's loads of Furies coming on in because these are my fastest units to get over for it. And my Hounds, of course. But I've got a lot spawned in already. So I don't think I could have spawned more Hounds. So he's sending some Furies. But they can't capture, remember. So I'm not as worried as I should be. Because flying units cannot capture. I do drop the AoE KHORNE ability. I can't remember the exact ability off the top of my head for some reason. Drawing a blank right now. But yeah, it does wipe out the Chaos Furies. Anyway. But those cultists did a lot of damage to the Lord of Change. So they're trying to get him out. Kairos finally takes out one of the cultists. So right now I'm just kind of hold my own on these stars, or these objectives. I don't need to hold all 3. So I kind of just, I don't think I send anything to defend the right side. I do have a lot of forces on the left, so I'm going to rotate these Furies now to attack the Lord of Change. Or do I direct him towards this unit here? No, I do send him towards the Lord of Change. Kind of just freshening him. He does spawn in a unit of Spawn of TZEENTCH, but it's looking to be a victory for me right now, unless he can do anything. That Lord of Change is dead. I do send in the guys from the left to the mid, because it just looks like there's got nothing over here. He can spawn some stuff in, of course, but I'm not too worried again. I just want to hold at least one of them to get the victory at this stage, so I'm kind of just consolidating all my forces into one area. The Lord Change gets taken out, and now I'm just going to send all my Furies onwards. Probably could have fallen back, but they can't capture too much. But I guess I could have fallen back just so they didn't die, but I just jump them on. Now I'm just kind of going on in, it looks like. Maybe I should have just stayed back, but it looks like I'm like confident I've won this game based on nobody capturing this side. No one can capture this right now, and all these forces in this one area. So I think I just try and lock them all down. I don't really care about the Spawn of TZEENTCH capturing this side, because I've already got 2 of them, and I'm only 300 points about to win this game. I do spawning a Shrine of TZEENTCH because I had some points, and I'm like, yes, let's get the big boy in, the tanky boy. And Kairos is getting swarmed now by Furies, and he does lose the game. So I'm not going to say like that was a great game for me. I definitely feel that my opponent was quite new, or at least not really that experienced, because he was bringing like 2 Lords of Change and such. But I mean, he also brought a couple of Forsaken. I feel like you should just invest in the pink horrors and the blue horrors. But I guess if you've got spare slots, you know, you can fill in with a couple of Forsaken. We'll take a look at the reinforcements now. So I didn't really spawn any Halberds or Chaos Warriors, really. I didn't really feel like I need to. Like, I use these Chaos Warriors just in case I need a tanky force to hold an objective, but I didn't feel like I needed it. My Skull Crusher's got a good amount of kills. You know, some decent gold value dealt there. Didn't really bring any of the Chaos Warrior Hounds out after the first lot. But I spent a lot on my Furies. Didn't get tons of kills, but I constantly kept going for the Lord of Change and Kairos Fate Weaver, so that's really why they got low kills more than anything. Like 2,000 damage dealt, 700. I'll take that on the Chaos Fury because I think they're about 550 or so points coin. So they got this unit got a lot of value. This one didn't, but I didn't really use them. So yeah, getting some good value out there. But yeah, I definitely could have played that better though. On the TZEENTCH forces side, they do have their own Chaos Furies that got equal amount of value. Yeah. Those pink Furies didn't do too well. I mean, they're still cheap. Like, they're still about, I don't think the blue ones are 400 and the pink ones are a bit more expensive. Chaos, the Spawner TZEENTCH kind of just got melted pretty fast. He actually brought some Exalted Pink Arrows. I don't know why he brought these and the Exalted Flame of TZEENTCH. He just went for the normal ones, I think. Yeah, he invested a lot of money when he could just spam out the blue horrors and pink horrors, but cheating to both players. And yeah, but if you did enjoy this video, then do drop a subscribe or a like and comment below if you any tips you feel like giving them me or even my opponent what he should have done. I will be uploading more Domination casts in the future, so keep an eye on the channel. And yeah, have a good time and goodbye.